Guys, so I'm jumping on here real quick to do a video about calcium and the absorption of calcium in the body. Okay, so ever since we were young, we were taught that drink your milk, drink your milk, drink your milk, because that's where we get calcium from. I actually grew up on a farm and I had to go milk the cow in the mornings. That was actually fun. And that kind of milk tasted so different to me though, because it was the real milk. That was yummy. And in no way tasted like what we know now in the box. Anyways, as you guys know, I'm a certified herbalist and I'm doing my master's in natural medicine. And unfortunately, your body cannot absorb calcium from milk, nor can it absorb calcium from dairy. And this is why a lot of people right now, they have too much calcium in their blood. And even the other day, I was reasoning with my cousin, and he was saying that the doctor was telling him that he actually has too much calcium in his blood because they're fortifying everything. Now they're putting the calcium in the breads, in the milk, in the juices. And unfortunately, your body cannot absorb calcium like that because you need so many other nutrients to put together with the calcium. Actually, it needs to be broken down, and silica is what the bone actually uses. So, in order to do that, let me just say that, I don't really like to do the whole vitamin this and vitamin that, because you would be so surprised. They have discovered thousands of other vitamins since we've left high school, okay? They just don't want to tell you that, right? Because the mugger just look foolish. I mean, the whole school system is kind of, I don't even know. I don't even want to say this because my nephew has started acting up and saying he doesn't see the sense of going to school. I personally believe the school system is going to be extinct soon. Not that I'm knocking education. It's just that, there are so many things that get discovered every single day, and we're not taught about it in school. And there are so many things that we were taught that really and truly, things have changed. And like, for example, they used to tell us that coconut is not good for us, coconut oil is not good for us, and then come to find out coconut is one of the best things ever. So I just wanted to point that out, that you cannot absorb calcium from dairy. It is best if you use substitute like nut milks. I make my own nut milk, so I make my own almond milk. I'm coming out with my recipe book that's going to explain all of that, how to make your own almond milk. You could also Google that, but I prefer to make my own almond milk at home because it tastes so much better than the ones on the fridge. I do not use the almond milk on the shelves at all, because when you think about it, if you have almond milk in your fridge, it spoils after 3 to 5 days. So how can it stay on the shelf? It just doesn't make sense. So I don't use shelf milks. I will use the ones that are on the fridge, even though they don't taste anyway that like the one that I make at home. And almond milk is really easy to make at home. I just use a handful of almonds. I soak them for a little bit, throw off that water, and then I use twice that amount of water. So maybe a handful to 2 glasses of water. Sometimes I use coconut water and sometimes I use plain water. And you just blend that and you strain it off, and there you have your almond milk. You could add a little maple syrup, add a little honey if you're not vegan. But yeah, so those are, that is one of the main source that I use for calcium. And I'm just going to also just basically name out some of the other things that are really high in calcium, because you cannot get calcium from dairy, as I was saying before. And if you are a heavy meat eater, you want to be careful, because if you're eating too much protein, meat protein actually causes calcium to seep from your bones and into your out your urine. Okay, so if you have too much meat protein, and by the way, I'm going to discuss that in another video, because this whole protein thing is a myth. Okay, you do not need so much protein. And I just want to name out real quick some of the things that are really good sources of calcium. We have kale, pak choy, broccoli, okra, chia seeds, sesame oil, hemp seeds, callaloo, teff, moringa, carrots. We have sweet potatoes, pumpkins, oranges, almonds, squashes, kelp, seaweed, purple dulse, black eyed peas. And if you do, we also, I know a lot of people don't really like soy, but edamame and tofu are also good sources if you could get them organic. And if you are a fish eater, you could eat salmon, tuna, clams, rockfish. And also, I really do not like to recommend herbs, but these herbs are pretty safe. You could use oat straw, nettle, and horsetail, which is otherwise known as shave grass. Yes, horsetail is a herb. It's not the actual horsetail, okay? So those, and lemons as well, good in calcium, and also the peel of the lemon. So if you want to use that to make some tea. And so these are, you know, sources of calcium that I use. That's very good. As I said before, if you are taking calcium and it's being not absorbed properly, then it's going to clog your arteries and your veins. And this is one of the reasons why so many people have high blood pressure and have issues with heart attack and heart problems, okay? So you want to be careful about that. All right, I really do hope you enjoyed this video. I hope it was informative. So make sure that you go and stock up on your natural resources of calcium and ease off the dairy, because hey, you really don't get much from dairy or anything at all except probably mucus. Yuck. So yeah, thanks for tuning in, and make sure you click that subscribe button because we have loads of information coming for ya. Thanks to all who just like really pulled me out of my shell. I'm wearing my own makeup line that will be on the market real soon also. All right, keep you guys posted. Love y'all.